Hi everybody, I thought I'd share the simple makeup that I brought with me on vacation. I, in the past, had a bad habit of bringing way too much products, things that once I got there, I felt like, why did I bring this? I almost felt overwhelmed by all the stuff that I brought, thinking that I needed it, and I didn't. So I decided I'm going to try and live a little more simply, especially with travel. And so I figured I'd share what I brought. Every day I start off with sunscreen. This is just one that I'm, been using for a while and I still really like. It's the Neutrogena Clear Face, the SPF 60. The bottle's almost empty and I've been using it for 2 weeks. So I put a decent amount on and I always carry it down my neck, and I had another one for my body, but we'll just stick into the face stuff. So I would use this every day. Then when that was set in, I started off with the Ordinary primer. I love this primer. I think it's like, makeup wise, probably the best under $5 I've ever spent on a product. I've tried many high-end, many drugstore, and I just love this high adherence silicone primer. It works amazing for me. I can't say enough good things about it, and for the price, for the $4.90 it cost, can't go wrong. I even use it often during the day, just to give a little bit of hydration. You can apply some over makeup just under my eyes after mid-afternoon and it's starting to look a bit dry. You tap a bit in, it's like it revives your makeup, doesn't just seem to disturb the concealer. Love it. The foundation I use the whole trip is the L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is in 204, the Natural Buff. This is a great foundation. I love that it's squeezy tube. It's perfect for travel, easy to apply. Some days I would just mix a dot of the primer on the back of my hand, put in maybe equal amount of the foundation, mix it together, and it becomes almost like a BB cream. It just glides on beautifully, and it says Pro Glow, but it's really, I have it on today and I wouldn't call it glowy. So yeah, this has been a really great foundation, and the price point's not bad either. I mean, it's drugstore. Concealer, I said, okay, I'm going to bring one concealer. I brought my MAC Studio Finish Concealer. These last forever. The value for money, the pigmentation, they're great concealer. This is in NW20, and they also contain a SPF 35, so that little bit of extra SPF under your eyes, whatever, over your brow. I tend to have pigment, I've had hyperpigmentation over my brow, and so a little extra coverage doesn't hurt, but I love this Studio Finish concealer. For just setting the foundation, I love and always use MAC's Studio Fix powder. They call it a powder foundation. I mean, you can just use it like a powder. It's more the finish on it. They come with a sponge. I think the sponge is in my drawer. They come with a sponge. Great way to apply it. It does have a vented little bottom, so when you want to leave the sponge in there. These also are very pigmented and they last a long time. I love this over almost any other powder that I've ever tried. To keep it simple for eye look, I mean, I'm talking super simple. I just popped in 4 shades in from my bigger palette into the little quad, and I use this. This did eyes and brows the whole trip. This is great for the brow bone highlight or just all over. This is Bisque. Then on the mobile lid, I would be using Arena, which is a nice peachy, warm peachy, has a bit of golden undertones. The Espresso, which is great for using as a liner, and this is Coquette, and I mix Coquette and the Espresso and even brush a little bit of the Bisque, and I use that to do my brows, and I've been loving it. I've had like a ton of different brow products, but the combo of these two shades with the MAC 208. I don't know if you'll see how fine it's a very fine brush. I've had this brush for, I don't know, 3 years. I think it was one time Brianna Stanko had talked about this for using it with gel eyeliner. I bought it and I was never that great with gel eyeliner, and the brush just sat there. And then I just one day just said, let me start using it, trying it for my brows. Well, I love it. The brush makes all the difference. The precision of the brush and the powder, the eyeshadows through the brows, they have such great staying power. Even in the hot sun or going to the beach, my brows were still there, versus pencil, which would often be like gone in no time. So super simple. You can get a lot of looks. When you go out to dinner, you can smoke up the crease with the espresso. It was perfect little quad of color, and I got plenty of use out of that. I did use the e.l.f. eye primer. This is fairly new to me. I think I got it in November as an add-on item, but I really, really like it. I never bothered with priming my eyelids before, with like anything that was, it's not really tacky, but you let it dry down and it does grab the color a little bit more and give you a better color payoff. And it's very comfortable. It's not drawing to your lids, so I really like that. I took 2 pencils, my tried and true, like Forever MAC pencil in Teddy. It's sort of has a bit of a reddish tone with a bit of golden in it, in the brown. And this new one that I love, I'm due for another one. It's the L'Oreal Infallible Longwear, I can't remember the exact name, brown pencil. Well, this is beat out now my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On. This works well in the waterline. It stays on. When you put it down, it dries like pretty quick. If you want to blend it out, you have to get on it fast. Otherwise, it's staying put, and you need to, use makeup remover to get it off. So I do love that. It's definitely going to be a repurchase. This is just in the brown shade. I think they have brown, black, maybe a burgundy, and a deep green, like an ivy green, which I might be interested in trying. But very impressed with the staying power of the L'Oreal. That's like a new must-have favorite. Gonna keep using that. Mascara, I love Maybelline mascaras. They're just inexpensive. They work well for me. I like certain kinds of brushes. Either I like the falsies or the Rocket. This one, the Rocket, is just that rubberized grip. I really enjoy the way it grabs my lashes and doesn't make them clumpy. I can't use like those bigger fluffy type of brushes. I don't like the outcome. So this one's just in a waterproof. I've been wearing waterproof again, and I just like the staying power. By midday, you don't have little crumbly bits under your eyes. So, and then when you're using an oil to take it off, it's easy peasy to get off. Bronzer, well, I think since I tried the butter bronzer, this one is, clearly hit pan. This is my second one. I don't think I've ever stuck with a bronzer this long. This is just in the bronzer shade. It was like one of the original shades they came up with. I love it. It's so glowy and just, I don't know, it just goes on like a dream. You can use it for an eyeshadow in a pinch. Just warms up your skin. It's just the right shade. The only thing, the packaging is absolutely adorable, but Physicians Formula have to work on their clips. I am extremely delicate with my products, and always, the little clip that holds the lid down breaks off. So for travel, I just stuck a little piece of tape on it because I didn't want it opening up in my makeup bag. But I love the bronzer, and I think I'll just keep using that until the end of time. I brought one blush, and it's probably my favorite blush of all time as well. It's the Clinique, the Color Pop in 08 Melon Pop. I've clearly hit pan, and these, if anyone's ever used this type of blush, you'll know it's hard to hit pan. They give a very sheer finish, and it's like, I don't know, it's quite a firm. It's not like a fluffy powder that, you know, kick up a lot of powder when you run your brush through it. So it is hard to go through it. But I will be repurchasing that. It's like, I just feel like with my skin tone, whenever I wear this blush, I always feel like, oh, I love that blush. You know, it's almost like if I had to just pick one, I would pick the Melon Pop by Clinique. I love it. Highlighter, I just used one very inexpensive, but a real tried and true. You can see, I guess the sunscreen ruins the plastic a bit, but the e.l.f. Duo, it's the baked highlighter and bronzer. I usually just swirl the two together. Most often, I don't even bother with a brush. I just put them on my finger and then I just rub it. I just rub it on as more or less a blush topper. I love on other people, like a really bold highlight. I say, oh my God, it looks beautiful. But on myself, I feel like it's too much. So I just like that this is very subtle and it has no chunky glitter in it. It's a bit like more of a champagne color. You can also use it in the corner. You know, you can use it as an eyeshadow. So another dual purpose product. What else? The other last two things. I kept lip things very simple. I don't wear dark lip colors because I have small lips and it doesn't look good. But I love MAC lipsticks. It's the only lipsticks I use because I'm not that into lipsticks. But this one is in the shade Minimauve and it's a luster. It's just, I feel like it's perfect. It's got a bit of a rosy brown tint, mauve-y. It's very comfortable to wear. I don't like anything drying on my lips, and so that's like been a great go-to. And a NYX Butter Gloss. This is in Eclair. What I like about these glosses, they're not sticky. So I find that when especially if you're going somewhere that's like windy, your hair is not sticking to your lips. Like I love the Buxom lip glosses as well, but those are very sticky and then you're always like pulling your hair off your lips, which is pretty gross. So this is like just adds, and it looks natural that if I'm somebody who wears makeup to the beach, like not maybe a full face, but I'm definitely gonna have something on, and I feel like you just top a little bit over like the lip SPF, top a little bit of the lip gloss, and you're like, okay, I don't feel so on me, you know. So anyways, that was a very simple condensed makeup bag that I brought, and I felt so much more light and airy, like I just have this to work with and I could make it work. I could create different looks for the evening. I was super happy with it and it was just, I don't know, easy peasy. So thought I'd share that. And anyways, if you have any tips or things that you love to bring on vacation, please share them with me. Anyways, talk to you later. Bye.